solidarity, and I'm bringing greetings from the Green Party of England and Wales for all the PCS strikers, the National Gallery staff and workers. Solidarity and reinstate Candy Undwin. No to privatisation. I mean, I personally have got a great love for the National Gallery because it was. I used to be a quiet little thing, believe it or not, and it was in the art room at school that I found a way to find my own expression, to have a different look at life, a different entry, a different view onto the world. Something that others might call a sort of an anti-establishment view, and something that is so important and gradually being eroded from our schools, as our NUT General Secretary said earlier today. I felt, as a daughter of immigrant parents who came from different sides of the world, that I was a Londoner. My early experiences coming up here on a Rover bus ticket, didn't have money to go shopping, didn't have money for snacks and things like that, but I had the galleries, the contents of the galleries in our museums. I felt that those objects and paintings were mine. I felt they were mine and yours, they belonged to us, and they do belong to us. And we mustn't allow the profiteers to come in and find their way into increasing their wealth at our expense. It is absolutely wrong. These treasures are ours, they are part of our culture, they belong to us, and we must have a say in how they're run. The Tories are planning to further restrict our trade union rights to make it more difficult for us to go on strike. But we know their austerity economics are a failure. They succeeded only in redistributing the wealth to those who've already got riches and powers already. We've been attacked on all fronts. Our civil liberties, our access to justice, the cost of living, the increasing precariousness of work for so many of us, enforced unemployment or underemployment for increasing numbers. But there are so many jobs that we would like to be done, so many jobs that could be done that would improve life for all of us now and for our future. We should have a say in that. Candy Undwin is a determined and impressive trade unionist, a woman I've been proud to work around and alongside of for probably over 10 years now. We need the right to take industrial action without the threat of dismissal. Candy has been victimised for being an effective trade union rep. We say no, reinstate Candy now. They've made a mistake by dismissing her from the National Gallery, and we need to send them one big hell of a message by increasing the strength and support for this campaign. There has never been so much wealth in this country. Why should we accept what in fact are wage cuts as the cost of living increases? Do they expect us to stand by and allow our rights to be diminished, for the working class to be further disempowered? Why should we allow them to price us out of our communities? With aggressive gentrification of our hometowns, gentrification which is the front line of capitalism. They are coming after us. Us, the domestic extremists, who do not support their economic values. We must fight to protect and increase our trade union rights, because enshrining rights in law gives people a means of protection from injustice. Workers' rights offer protection against exploitation under the current economic system. The Green Party's aim is to end the oppressive and exploitative nature of these economic relations and to develop a society of equality and economic justice. The trade union movement is almost 6.5 million strong. I hope it is increasing. I hope any one of you who's not yet in a union is getting in one. And I know the young Greens are out there making sure people leaving school and colleges know that it is so important to join a trade union and to work together in an organised fashion, because we need to be organised. We've not yet saved our NHS. In fact, so far we've failed. We need to protect and increase our trade union rights, the most restrictive trade union rights in the developed world, because we need to get serious, we need to get organised. Now is not the time to tinker around the edges and to be grateful for small mercies. If we don't fight, we can't win, but if we don't win, the future holds nothing but bleak prospects for us in the years ahead and for mankind on planet Earth. So, when we look to what happened in Greece, and I was out there with many others in the audience down there in Feb 2012, we spoke to many people. I spoke to mayors in the north and the south of Athens. I spoke to trade unionists out there. I managed to speak to people in the cultural sector. They were cutting money to health services, cutting money to their public services, cutting public sector jobs, cutting the wages, cutting the minimum wages, cutting their pensions. They said, we are the lab rats of Europe. Whatever they succeed in doing here, they will try to do to you. We have Syriza there trying to fight back. But as Tsipras said to me in Feb 2012, it's not enough for us to win a general election. We need a big social movement throughout the country, and in every country fighting austerity, we need to be building a social movement for the people to take the power back from the ruling elite. The arts, the housing, our health, our education, everything